Hi, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video, we spoke about market structure, right? And I explained how market structure is so vital in our strategy because it defines the trend of the market. We'll be able to know if we are buying or if we are selling. So in this video, we'll proceed from there and we'll go deeper into the next item on that list I gave in the previous video. Make sure you watch this video to the end so that you can understand how exactly I put all this into use. And make sure you like and share and drop your comment. If you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section and I will see you in the video.
Okay, so after explaining market structure, the next thing I would like to explain is order block. Sorry, supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
That's what I would like to explain. And if I have a market structure like this, price push up, came down, and push up again. If you have this already tell you that this is a first signal for uptrend because we have high, we have low, high, higher low, higher high, and we see price going back down. We see price going back down a little bit for higher low. Now, what we'll do is we'll take our fib, we can easily label this point E where price started pushing up, and the last point it pushed up to before it started to reverse. Now, let's assume there's a trader E that bought here, and he bought at there's a trader that bought at this point E. Let's say he bought something here at $100, and eventually price went up. And when he got to this point B, he realized that it is no longer, it's now slowing down. The speed at which it was going now has reduced, and he decided to just sell, and he sell at 200. Now, after selling at 200, you are a trader. You are not just going to sell and go home. You sell and still want to buy back because you are a trader. You have to buy back to keep the business going. Now, after you sold at 200, you see price dropping and dropping and dropping and drop to maybe, let's say 150. Which is 50% of this push up. You'll be tempted to want to buy again. Every trader that sold at 200 will want to buy back at 150 because you have already made profits selling at 200. You are not sure it's going to come back to 100. So where you will start to be interested in buying back is at least here, because no matter what, if you bought back here, you are still having $50 profits in your pocket and you have your item back. It is a win for you. So that is why this is 50 from this 50% low now. Generally, it's a demand zone where most people that sold at this stock want to buy back in from.
Yes.
They are interested in buying, but
Yes.
now everybody will not buy exactly at 50%. Some people might still believe that it might still drop more, maybe to 120, 130 before they want to buy in. But we know one thing at the back of our mind: it should not go below this 100, which is the higher low. Anything that makes it go below this 100, then there's high chance that we will just continue going down and we are no longer interested in it. So how do you now get a lower price even inside this demand zone? That is where we look for this engulfing candle pattern in this push-up. In this A to B leg, below 50%, we look for engulfing candle. Engulfing candle is always like this. We have a green candle here that is large bodies and some wicks. Then we have a smaller red candle. Now, when we have this pattern, we look for this pattern in this zone. Immediately we see this pattern in this zone, our demand zone where we want to enter our trade from, let me call it a refined demand zone, where we want to enter our trade from, will now be from the beginning of this red candle to the end of it. Let's say that's a wick downward, also a wick like this, something like this. So our entry will be from the beginning of that to close of it, something like that. So we'll just place it at the beginning of this order block and
of
place our
this
SA
stuff
right below it.
is
Then
another
our take
example
profit will
here.
be this point B.
Mm.
That's the highest, the
If you look
previous
at
higher high.
this,
That will be our take profit.
we have another one here
That is how
we can work
this
with.
supply and
If you look
demand
at this, you
now,
have
if you are
price
buying, this is
doing
exactly
the
how
same
it
thing
is.
again,
But if you are selling, you just invert
right?
everything. If I invert
So
everything now,
Mhm.
everything will switch.
this here we have our E
Have you
point,
seen now that it has
right?
switched?
And right here we
Yes.
have our
This
B
for selling
point.
condition. Price was going down. Price gave
Okay,
this.
so
This is a lower
Michael,
low, this a lower
I'm with
high,
you.
and it began to reverse.
what do you call
You
this
told us
strategy? Is it
50%,
demand and
your
supply?
fib to
No,
mark out the
SMC,
mid
smart money
50%.
concept.
When price
Smart
drop back
money concept. That's what you call
above
this
that
strategy.
50%,
That's the
then
name
you
of
look
the
for this
strategy. You can
pattern
browse about it. You see
inside
it.
the zone.
Okay,
SMC.
so
Exactly
if
this
it's if
pattern. This
it
is a
is it is
bullish engulfing now.
when the
It's
market
bearish
is either
engulfing now.
going
So
bullish
this
or
one will
bearish
be
that
the
you
red
apply this
candle.
strategy,
Yes,
right?
it does not work when price is
So
going
this one will be the
sideways. It
green
only works
candle.
when price is going
Why this one will be the red
upward or
candle?
downward. Yes, you're right.
And you're targeting
Then you just
engulfing. It doesn't work
the
for
same
pin bar.
explanation.
You can also
Do you
use pin
understand?
bar, but most of the time is
Now,
this
How
engulfing.
how how
In
often
fact,
does this
sometimes
situation occur in the
when you
market? Is it
see
only when there is an
pin
upward
bar
and
like this, in as
downward
far
trend?
the next
it
candle
happens
engulf
almost
it,
every
it
time.
doesn't matter. You see
See
it
it now
understand.
when we
Like
go to the
look at what we have
examples.
here. Look at what we have here now.
So let's see some example
Look at what we have here. This
to
is
verify both
a
of
pin
these
bar,
before we
but it's
now
also an
go to
engulfing candle
liquidity.
because the
Maybe
next
liquidity will
candle
be
now
next class,
engulfed it.
so that will not be
So
too much
if
for today.
so, this also if this
It
place is
happens
appearing in the
almost
fifty
every
percent
time,
zone where we want
as
it,
I've said.
you can also
Look at what we have
use
here.
this as entry. But that's not appearing in the
Look at what we have
50%
here
zone.
on
So
BTC daily time frame.
we ignore it.
Oh, wait. What did you say? What did you say?
I
50% zone?
said, excuse me. Yes, now I've been saying 50%. Like when you take your fee, this is just a random one. ADB do we have this
Okay,
engulfing?
before you
Look at
consider
what we
before
have
you
here. We have
consider
price push up,
a candlestick
Right?
for this kind of
then push
SMC,
down,
I mean
then
strategy,
push up
the
again.
candle must be
Just the
on
exactly
the same
line,
zone.
the way I drew those
Yes,
lines.
in the discount
Okay.
in
So when
the
when
So
when is a
we can
candle
easily
going to be
say
and you consider it 50% zone?
we can easily say
when
this
you have
our
your
low,
point A and point
this
B
our
like
high,
this,
this our
right?
lower low,
Hello?
this
No,
our
When you
higher.
now.
have your point A to point
Sorry,
B
this our
like
low,
You
this
this,
our
said?
high, this our higher low,
are you not hearing me?
this our higher high,
I
When
can
you
hear you
have
now. When you
another
have your
higher
point A and
low,
point B.
right?
you have your point A
Uh-huh.
Now,
and point B,
with
you
what
already
I've
know how
just
I got
explained,
that point A and point B.
you
You
can
need to have a
say,
low, a high,
fuck,
a higher low, a higher high. So that between that
with
higher
what I
low
just
and higher
explained,
high is your A
we
to
can say
B.
we have our point
So from
A
that A to
here,
B now you pick your fib level, which is this.
right?
Then you place it here and drag it to the
And
upside.
we have point
Okay.
B here.
So from this 0.5 downward, which is this 0.5 now represent the 50%, right? Of this move
Right.
of this leg
Now, if we
point A
pick
to
our
point B.
fib
Of
level,
that
we can draw it from this point
tail,
A
Abi?
Yes, of that point A
to
to
this
point
point
B.
B.
So any engulfing
So
candle
that
now you
means
see
starting from this
between
level
this
now,
point A and this
we
50%
are
is what you
interested in
want to
looking for a
use.
buy.
And in this example now, we
Now,
have this
inside
one here.
this, we can now look for
This is an
that
engulfing candle. So this is
engulfing,
the one we'll use.
bearish engulfing,
And we'll
bullish
just place
engulfing
our
now.
entry there, right?
And this is one that we have, which is this. So that's going
So
to
when
be
it
where
is when
we'll
it
be
is happening
placing our
for
entry from.
a downtrend,
Something
for
like this.
instance, because
We'll still go
I
find
want to
example.
try it. I
Then
want
our
to try
SA will
it
be
on
right
Solana
below
now.
it.
We'll get
I want
an
to try it on
example.
Solana now.
We'll get
And we'll
an
target this
example for a
point B as
downtrend
our
too.
first, as our target here.
In Solana, right?
So we can extend it a
Yes.
bit, a little,
So
to have something like this. That's exactly
so
what I
I'm
just
trying it on
explained.
Solana. It has to
That's
be
this is just a real
till which
like
point
an
again?
example,
Okay.
but this old price action. Okay.
Uh, your point B, would it be on the tail of the last candle, the last
Yes. Yes.
most
When it
recent candle, right?
yes, immediately it start reversing. Yes, you are right.
Okay. Sorry. So now and then the next action now is I'm trying to do it on a downtrend on Solana anyway. So after putting the fib retracement,
Mm.
the next thing I'm going to do is what again? I will take my short, Abby.
Let me see that Solana.
Check Solana.
What time frame are you using?
I'm using daily time frame.
Okay. Yeah. The only issue with this Solana is that it did not really create a new lower low, because it didn't really close. The candle did not really close. It just weak. It's when the candle close. At least the candle has to close below here, and you see like
Yeah, because
it
I
didn't
can't
really.
see I can't see. You mean the last candle, right?
Yes, it didn't really close below this last point here, so we can't really call this place a lower low.
Oh, wait,
At the
wait. It has to close below what?
Yes, below the
Below that
pre
the last lower low.
yes. So ADB, this candle now close as full body candle. Then
Mm.
you can actually look for more shots here. This is a very good shot. If that happens, then this will be a very good shot. Do you understand? And you target more
Mm.
low. Then you target, but because it didn't close below it, that's why it's not a good trade. So you can just do like this. This would have been a good
Mm.
trade. Had it been this close, me, I even like after the close, at least let me see one more candle to show that everybody that is trying that's selling here, that is buying here, has been liquidated. I love to see
Hmm.
that.
I need to do a thorough study on this SMC. Oh.
Yes, it's
So
kind
if
of,
it is if it is for uptrend, then the last candle has to close
yes, there
above
should
it.
be, yes, it should close above that previous low or previous
The
high.
first higher high.
Yes, it has to, like what we have here now.
Uh,
You see that the candle close above it. That is when we can now say that it has is up, and we can now want to take a trade from here, but it never really got back there. It just kept going up. But it has to close. That's the point.
mm,
It has to close. It has to close. Hey, look at
okay,
what we have here now.
it has to close, it has to close below it. Okay.
Look at what
I
we
wish
have
I
here
can
now.
find out. Yes.
Let's say we look at what we have here now. We have this push up, we have push down, then we have push up, right? So
Mm,
if we take the fib from here now to here, right, you see that in this case now we have so many engulfing candles. We have one here. Okay, just two that we have. Okay, this one did not really fully engulf. Well, me, I can still use it.
you are in.
So you can see that we have this one. This one is a sure engulfing candle down here, right? And we have another one here. This one is not really fully engulfed, but it is very, very close. You can still use it. So we have these two. Some people may just want to wait for this, and if those that waited for this will miss the trade.
Mm,
But those that enter with this one, because it's also inside the 50% zone, those that enter with this one will get into the trade, and they will have a trade like this. Their SL will be right below, something like that, and they will target the point B here. They will have a trade like this.
mm.
That's it.
This this
This
are you hearing me?
I'm with you.
This what is it called? This horizontal red line you are drawing. This horizontal, yeah. Is it necessary?
Which one?
This horizontal red mark that you are putting. How do you put that? What's the essence of that horizontal red line?
This one.
Horizontal, no. The thick one that looks like a rectangle, very good.
It's
That one.
just for me to know where
Yes.
the price start from. It's not really necessary. If you can just put it's just for me to know where that red line there, that the up of that candle started from. You know that the entry, you if you don't want to put it, you can just use this line. It's just for me
Your
to
entry,
know.
where is your entry point now? After putting
Ah,
the fib,
hmm.
your stop loss will be on what? On the tail of the engulfed candle, right?
The Yes, the engulfed candle, yes, it will be at the tail. and the entry will be at the beginning
The
of it.
tail of
The top of it, the SL will be at the tail of it. Yes.
okay. So
It's is that candle now that is serving as your entry and your stop
okay.
loss. So
Then
your entry will be at the top and
where would
your SL will be
the
below.
SL begin?
That is why I drew this box around it so that it will be easy. Just pick a box like this and draw it around that red candle which it was engulfed. Extend it like this. So this box is going to be your SL zone. So when you want to enter your trade, your trade
Okay,
is
okay,
your trade is
okay,
going to
okay.
start from the beginning of that box and the close of it. That's all. I just used to leave small space like this, just a little bit below it. That's how it's going to look like.
A little now. Your take profit will be above the fee, Babi.
Above the yes,
A
above
little above it.
the B point, yes. That's what your take profit will be. Then your
Okay,
SL will be below
okay.
that
I think I get it
red
now.
candle.
I
Yes.
think I get it now. I think I'll have to practice more of this bullshit.
Yeah. You try it, you practice it, you browse about it to see more exposition about it. But
More.
that's just the concept. So now this one,
This
it
is more.
works.
This is more technical than anything I have seen.
Eh? You have not seen this
This
one
is more
before.
technical than anything I have seen.
It's because you don't know the name. It's very popular. Just if you search, just open Google and search SMC or YouTube, SMC strategy. You will see exactly this, explaining the concept. So the last thing we'll talk about on it is liquidity. That one is a little bit
Let me
complex.
you do that liquidity tomorrow, but please, I want to ask some questions here, very important.
Go ahead. We have just 3 minutes.
Hello?
I'm with you.
Hello?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
So just to be sure, just I want to confirm, just to be sure, you are drawing it between point A, which is the last uh, higher low,
Yes.
and the next higher high, right?
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
For uptrend.
Yes.
And for a downtrend, you are drawing between the last lower high
Yes.
and the next lower low.
Very perfect.
Okay, okay, for a downtrend.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
SMC, SMC, SMC. Okay, no wahala.
I try to
Do you
make this
still have
thing,
time?
I try to make it straightforward. If you go online and you see people trying to explain so many things that are not necessary, you don't really need to know how it
Mm.
works. It is work, yes, it's working, yes, okay. How can I use it? That's why I focused on. But when you browse about it, if you're interested, you see more. But this is how it works. This is how to apply it. It's just liquidity now that will add to it to just uh to just make it more accurate, just to increase the accuracy. That's all, and we'll be good.